You're using Amazon Japan wrong! Whoops. Well, maybe not wrong, but I bet you didn't know these tricks. Hello Amazon enthusiasts, welcome back to another episode of Made in Japan. Today we're about to uncover some secrets of Amazon that you probably didn't know. As I am sure you know, there's an Amazon for just about every country. .in for India, .jp for Japan, .uk for the UK. Each one sells different items in the country's native language. The main focus of this video is for Amazon.jp, but these tips kind of work for almost any Amazon. So today, let's look at these 5 tips for how to use the beast that is Amazon. First things first, language selection. Did you know you can change the site to your preferred language for easy browsing? But there's a fatal flaw. Let's take a look. To change the language, come up here to the upper right and hover over the Japanese flag. A drop-down will pop up and we can select English. You can also change the prices to your preferred currency, but I recommend leaving them as Japanese yen. After the change, we can see most options and products are now in English. But the other day I noticed something. When looking for filler primer, a lot of options I was seeing were import products, like this. And I don't want to spend 7,000 yen on a single can. Thinking, this can't be right. What would skew the search in this way? I played around with the settings. I changed the site language back to Japanese, and all of a sudden, a lot more Japanese brands were showing up first. Look at the differences here. Changing the language back to Japanese produces much better results. Another little tip is to use a translator to get your search terms in Japanese. Searching with the Japanese keywords increases your success rate of finding the part or object that you are looking for. It's like a secret key to unlock hidden treasures. So next time, try searching in Japanese. Tip number 2. My recent project has me buying a lot of paint. After a quick look on Amazon, I found hundreds of useful items, but most will take some time to ship, and they are a little expensive, but I am very cheap and impatient. Amazon is super convenient. It's in English, fast delivery, and I don't even have to go outside, but it might not always be the cheapest option. So I ventured out of my safe space and into the confusing, bright world above. If you are in Tokyo, there are thousands of shops nearby, and I bet each one sells similar items for less than the ones on Amazon. For DIY supplies, we can check out home centers. These home improvement stores carry a lot of tools, hardware, and supplies that are great for makers. They even come with some pretty cool services that customers can use. Rental tools, DIY space, this one even has laser cutters. Big chain stores are pretty easy to find, but smaller shops can be a little more difficult. Most shops in Japan are not listed on the internet. Japan still has a very in-person culture. Many Japanese don't trust the internet with their information or money. Probably for good reasons. So many shops don't have a website or presence on the internet at all. As if to remedy this, Tokyo is split into several districts. Different towns tend to specialize in 1 or 2 different types of products. For example, Harajuku is famous for startup and crazy fashion shops, but it also has idol and actor collectibles everywhere. Akihabara is known for electronics, anime, and game shops, while Ochanomizu is home to hundreds of music and instrument shops. There was a great video about this on Tokyo Lens. For discount items, I recommend going to secondhand stores. Places like 2nd Street, Keio, Yorozuya, Hard Off, or Book Off. Typically, the items here are in amazing condition, like new. These shops are great for used tools, electronics, or just random parts that we can use for our next project. If going out into the real world and struggling with the language difference isn't ideal, we can also check out these sites. Here's Rakuten. It's basically the Japanese version of Amazon and has just about everything on it, but it lacks a lot of the ease of use and polish that Amazon has. If your Japanese isn't great, I like to use Google Translate to help me browse and purchase products. Knockoff sites like Alibaba, AliExpress are great for cheap, simple parts, materials, or hardware that don't need to be reliable. Yahoo Auctions is also a great place for used items. Most of my home lab has been purchased off of Yahoo Auctions piece by piece. And then there's always Facebook Marketplace. It's great for picking up items from foreigners who are leaving Japan. Great deals on house furnishings and electronics. Tip number 3. The other day, my TrueNAS setup said it was failing. 2 drives in my RAID Z1 were broken. What the hell? So I wiggled some wires and got it back up again, working with errors. I backed up my precious files and prayed. While it was backing up, I started searching for new drives. Amazon, that's too expensive. What else you got? For whatever reason, it can be a lot cheaper to order things from Amazon.com and pay the extra in shipping and import taxes, rather than buying it locally. I shipped over the 2 replacement drives and a 10TB backup drive just in case. But before I was able to replace them, my TrueNAS seems to have fixed itself and has been working perfectly for the last couple weeks. Whatever. Here's another example. I bought an M.2 SSD the other day off Amazon.com. Searching Amazon.jp, it costs this much. Even after shipping and taxes, Amazon.com is way cheaper. Have you ever heard of Tenso or Remambo? Neither have I. These services supposedly can be your secret weapon to getting items from Japan to your doorstep in a foreign country. So obviously the same service must exist the other way around. Introducing MyUS. With their service, you can shop your favorite stores in the US and the UK and save on international shipping. I could probably make a whole video just about these types of services around the world, so I'll let you find the one that works best for you. For me, sometimes I like to use Flying Pig to get American Costco stuff shipped to my address in Japan. Another good one is the Meat Guy. It's great for getting those foods that are hard to find. Big steaks, sausages, even turkey. And of course, you could always ask family or friends. They can ship items from your country to your address in Japan. But make sure you are not having anything illegally shipped, or you can be in for a world of trouble. Tip number 4. Did you know there's hidden stores on Amazon? Along with the normal sections like DIY, games, etc., there are hidden ones. The other day, I found the Otaku store. Check this out. It limits all the results so that it only gives us geeky results. Anime figures, games, comics, collectibles. This is amazing. Digging in a little further, I found the lesser known warehouse or outlet section. This is for items that have been purchased and then returned to Amazon. Here we can find some great deals. There's also Amazon Renewed for recertified items. Things that have been shipped back to the manufacturer, deemed good or repaired, and Amazon is reselling them. While researching for this video, I also stumbled across some restricted sections on Amazon. Stores like Amazon Coins, but I don't seem to have access at the moment and I don't know what they are, so they'll remain a mystery for now. Maybe we'll check in on it later. Tip number 5. It's a small one, but we'll throw it in there. Here we have the coupon search selection. It's a little difficult to find, but boy can it save you some money. Here, it limits the search to only items with coupon codes available to them. Pretty cool. While trying to find more information on getting good deals, I kept coming across this code here. Supposedly, if we search for an item on Amazon, then add this to the end of the URL, it should limit the selection to a certain percentage off. Here, it should be 50 to 80% off. But I can't seem to get it to work. Perhaps they've patched this, or perhaps I'm just not using it right. Feel free to let me know if anyone has any information. Well, that's all the tips I have for now. If you learned something new, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so that next time you can be alerted of our next video. If you find anything or have any more suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below and maybe we'll make another video. Well, I'm off to do some painting. Until next time.